Welcome to Quiplash. I'm Schmitty, but you don't have to remember that. Just checking, none of you have a heart condition, right? You'll be fine. This is round one. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's, and decide who wins. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go! Hurry up! Use a safety quip if you can't think of anything. Time for the big reveal. Starting us off, what the world's most obnoxiously trendy brunch restaurant would be called. Okay, vote for your favorite. Up next, something you don't want to hear from the skydiving instructor strapped to your back. Ready, set, vote! Coming up next, what a caveman has nightmares about. Time to vote. That's round one. Let's take a look at the scores. Round two is pulling into the station with double the points and bonuses. let's start this show. First off, a unique feature in a couch for billionaires. Okay, select your favorite quip. Next in the hopper, a really dumb roundtable discussion would be about this topic. It's voting time! Moving on, a good use for an abandoned mall. Vote on your devices. Round 2 is through. Let's see what it did to the scores. That's right, it's round 3, the last lash. Look alive because you're all getting the same prompt this time. Finish the comic. Okay, soak it in. In the final round, you get to give out a gold medal to your top quip. Make it count. Brace yourselves, here come those medals. Medals are nice, but points are even nicer, so... We did it, you guys! Let's go to the scores!
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm your party host, Cookie. You can put your coats on my bed, but stay out of my nightstand. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, it's skippable if you're one of those people. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, raise your hand if you've ever gone skinny dipping. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. And the votes were for... Well, at least you were all wrong together. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you're wearing panties. Vote for the faker now. All the votes went to... Ah, yes, you caught the faker. Just in the nick of time. It's category picking time. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. It's going to be... You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person most likely to get into a prolonged argument on the internet. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Sharing your theories on who you think the faker is the best way to catch them. Everybody voted for. You all got together and chose the wrong person. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. And the task was, point at someone shorter than you, or at yourself. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. You couldn't even bother to try to pick the same person on the final task, huh? You pretty much just let the faker have it. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Hold up a finger for every 10 minutes it typically takes you to get to work in the morning. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Voting together is encouraged, but don't forget, you get points for voting for the faker no matter what. The votes singled out. Yep, you found the faker. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. task: make the face you'd have if your job relocated you to Cleveland. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Everyone suspects. Group mind steered you in the wrong direction. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. The task was, make your tuba playing face. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. And everyone voted for. That is indeed the faker. And not a moment too soon. Alright, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you'd make if you suspect someone in this room is a murderer. Vote for the faker now. Everyone voted for. The faker has been found. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 2 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for both and then hit send. Now, the faker has 2 questions to answer as well. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So, good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. The most romantic time of year. Everything seems like the faker. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. One last chance to catch the faker. Let's see your next set of answers. What you do with your time if you won the lottery. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. And the prime suspect was... You found the faker. It went right down to the wire.